Hope you can see my screen. So today it's also SQL, the last day for SQL you can say. It's for the select statement again. Few of the concepts is still left to be covered. So you can cover it by today. And some more concepts on top of DCL and TCL. Those are the another kind of, SQL languages are there. So you can quickly cover up these things as well. Just a quick recap from previous session. We have learned joint condition and all. Joint statement. So, is there any issue or any understanding you want to make it clarify or anything is there? Okay. I'm assuming there is nothing. So I'll be providing kind of exercise over there, maybe after today's session. I'll be expecting, it's not an hard and fast rule, but you can try this thing. It should be a fun kind of stuffs. So you can try the things at your own, whoever has installed the thing. And tomorrow we can discuss on those particular exercises. Okay. So after the closing of this kind of SQL or after closing of Python as well, you can quickly go ahead with this kind of hands-on exercise at our own, at home, of course, just like homeworks kind of stuffs, but not exactly the same thing. We're just going to have this for just for our experience or just for our knowledge and all. So a quick brush of what we have learned till now, and if we are stuck in anywhere, how to solve it, or just like this. Okay. Okay, I'm getting started for today's session. For SQL, concept of dummy table. So this is, some advanced level of SQL actually. Give me 1 second. So we can use dummy table. There is a concept of dummy table over there. So over here in MySQL, the dummy table, we can say it's dual. The table name is dual, just like this. And this has been used for any kind of, you can test it for any kind of data calculation or data transformation. You can use this kind of transformation or operation on top of this dummy table while pushing the same kind of logic into the main table. So what is dummy table? So dummy table is just like this. Okay, I'm putting a calculation 4 plus 5 from dual. So dual is the dummy table's name. I'm executing this statement. You can see the output I'm receiving 9. So this kind of calculation or operation, just like we have a current date, we have a function current date. Okay, it should be printing the system date. Okay, this date. So this kind of, particular dual table is helping us to have some calculation over here, maybe some complex calculation. But particular dummy table should be having only one column and one row. So one element is there. It should be used for only, mainly the developers, they use, complex function or complex kind of calculation in this dual. After testing it, if it is fine, then they can, apply the same kind of logic on top of any real time tables, columns, and all. Okay, so this is the concept of this. Even we can use this kind of stuff. We can directly put. So it's the same thing. We can use from dual or we can directly put select and this calculation. It should be working as usual. 3 by 5. Let me check. It should be working. Yes. Okay. So this is the concept of this dummy table. Just it should be working only one element just to check the calculation. It's not been stored or it's not a particular table been created over here. Rather, it's just for a dummy table which is being used for this logical operation or calculation. Okay, moving to the next topic, that is called date function. So actually we haven't go ahead with date kind of stuffs anymore. So I just appended a new column on top of student, that is date of birth, DOB. Let me select that one. Okay. So I put some date of birth over there. Okay. So first of all, the date is a data type. We can see we in this particular student table, we have standard, that means class. It's in integer type, roll number is in integer type. First name is varchar, last name is varchar with some sizes. Marks is integer type. DOB, date of birth, is date data type. So date is not like just like varchar or integer. Even the date can be presented in the varchar format as well. Okay. So in the date, the most important thing is in MySQL, we have the date format. By default date format. Date format should be in this form. Okay. So 0804, and DD. So this is the format for date. So if we just try to enter not in this format within in another format into the same particular column, okay, then I'll be receiving an error because the date data type by default it should be expecting this kind of format while entering any data to this table. We can also maintain some string format in that particular column, but the date function on top of that it should not be working. There are lots of date related function. There are function to extract year from this kind of date of birth. There is option to extract month, date, some difference between these two dates. So this kind of stuffs we can go ahead, but that particular thing should be date in nature. Okay. So that thing just to be remembered. What is the default format of this database for date? Maybe for other system, for Oracle, for MS SQL Server, there is another format. Okay. So each of the database, they are storing the date into their format. The default format we just need to know. So before using any date function or anything, we just need to convert that thing to date, and we need to check whether it's our default format or not. Otherwise, it will also throwing error. Okay. If I try to enter in this format, just like in the same thing, if I just put in this way, uh, 12, so this kind of format, then it should be throwing an error. This format is detected as a string over here in this MySQL. Whatever is not matching as integer or date, the by default thing should be, thought as integer because it's alphanumeric. The first thing is numeric, then a symbol is there, then again we have character. So entire stuffs they will be detected as a string format. So string cannot be entered in a date column. So it will be throwing an error. But the same thing should be valid for MS SQL Server. Okay. This thing is not valid there as a date format. So I think I'm trying to convey whatever I'm trying to convey. It's understandable. So let me show you some of the function. Just like day, month, year, date diff, current date. Those are all date function. On top of date, that should be worked. Let me quickly show you. So I'm just putting star, then putting year. Year is the date function. On top of DOB, I'm using that one. Just like month, DO. So what I'm doing over here, I'm select star. Star means it will be, visualizing all the stuff till DOB. Now I'm putting comma and some extra columns I'm putting. Those are calculative column over here. Okay. So those are some function inbuilt function on top of date. In date data type, those function can be used. Year, month, day. So I can extract quickly those kind of stuffs. Okay. Even I can work on top of such calculation, just like uh, let me think. I think I can also put, okay, year is there. Okay, current date is this. Let me do some calculation on top of, um, let me check whether it's possible, it's feasible or not. Otherwise, I can check it another way. I'm just trying to calculate the age. Okay. So this is a calculation column. I'm just doing a minus operation of current date minus DOB. Let me check if it's feasible. Otherwise, I'll be extracting the entire stuffs into year, then I'll be doing a minus. No, it's a date. I mean, it's the minus is in date format. I mean, actually day format. So those are all days. Okay. So it's not a easy task from the days to calculate age. Let me do one thing. Let me do a year operation on top of that if it is working over here. Otherwise, let me think in another way. Okay, it is working now. So what I'm doing? I'm doing I mean, year on top of current date and then doing again year on top of date of birth. Just I'm subtracting this and putting an alias age. So that is a quick way to get the age from the entire data set. Okay. So this kind of stuffs we can do easily. This is understandable for everyone. What I'm doing over here. Any question from anyone till now?
Yeah, no, we are good.
Okay, fine, fine. Thanks. So what I just tried to do, just I'm doing some operation, I mean date, operation on top of date, some inbuilt function on top of date, and try to do some calculation inside the select statement. That's all. So I'm moving ahead to the next topic. I mean the date, there are lots of date function. Actually, I picked up those three or four over here. But there are lots of date function. Date diff means this kind of subtraction operation itself. Okay. So that's all. But lots of thing is there. If we are getting accustomed, then we can quickly search it from web as well as per our requirement. But those are the basic steps. Okay. Okay. Conditional statement. So in particular select statement, we can use if else clause as well to get any logical column to be represented in the select statement itself. So how to do that? I just find an example over here. I'll be creating another calculation or calculative column that is called grade on top of marks. Okay. Let me do one or select star from student again. Okay. So the mark should be just like this. If the mark is greater than 450, the student is having A grade. If the marks is between 420 to 450, then the student should be having B grade. Otherwise, everything should be in C grade. Okay. Let me do that thing. So select star from student, it's fine. So it should be printing all the columns and rows by star. Then I'm appending a particular new calculation over here. So how to do that? Let me go ahead with case statement. Case. Case keyword should be there. I'm just doing in the next line to show you. So on top of marks, I'll be doing this kind of conditional thing. So I'm putting when marks, sorry, greater than equal 450. I have to use then keyword. Okay. Then A. Let you put the second statement when marks greater than equal to 420 and marks less than 450. Then B. Putting else, I can do other condition as well. Just putting else C. Okay, else keyword I can also use. When this equal to this, then else means the rest of the ranges. So else C, it's completed. I need to put end. End means it should be ending the particular case statement over here. I have to put some alias and I have to put the particular column name. It should be putting as grade. Okay, end as grade. I can also, I can, okay. So let me run that stuff. Okay, so it's been done in this way. The grade is a calculative column over here. So what we have done, so whatever is greater than 450, we can see the particular student has received grade A. Okay, so 420 to 450, they have received B, and the rest of the stuffs they have received C. So this kind of calculation we can also do at the select statement itself. So grade is not a inbuilt column from the database from the, what we have collected from the students, that particular schools or from the class teachers. Grade is not there. So we can do this kind of stuffs easily from our SQL knowledges. So this is just a quick example in particular business operation when we will be handling this kind of stuffs. Then you can see the case statement or if else condition. Those are very much useful. Okay. So maybe in the source system they are passing some flag on top of. Flag means that should be true or false based on multiple columns. Maybe there are 3 4 columns. One flag is there. Based on these 3 4 columns, you have to prepare some of the calculative columns. Okay. So those kind of thing is very much helpful and it's been required as well at your own when you will be working with any kind of business scenario. Going to the next topic, analytical function. Those are also called, those three kind of functions are also called Windows functions as well. Why it's Windows function? I'll be coming to this point quickly. So let me just quickly start up row number, rank, and dense. Okay, what is this? So as per the name, you can easily understand rank, dense rank. Those will be providing some rank of the student. We can quickly declare from this kind of function, analytical function, of course. But there is some difference between these three, and those are also been asked from the interview as well. What is the difference between rank and dense rank and row number as well? This kind of questions, sir. Those are and quite often interviewer is asking. Though they are used to ask these kind of questions. So what is these things actually? Let me put row number, rank, dense rank. Okay. So I'll be doing some stuff. Select star. This thing should be there. From student should be there. I'll be doing again some calculation. A calculative column should be there, which will be, giving us the rank of the student based off their marks. Okay. So how to do that? We can use this function row number, row number. Then over keyword should be there. Row number over which? Over marks. Just we need to put order by marks. Okay. From student. So you can see so row number 410. Okay, so it should be descending because the maximum mark should be rank 1, of course. So I need to put descending. As we sh- I as we I mean seen that the order by clause is for sorting manner. We need to sort the entire mark system. Then the descending manner should be there because the maximum mark should be rank 1. Okay. Yes. So 480. He's receiving rank 1, 470. He's receiving rank 2. Okay. So now the concept is row number. Row number thing is just like this. Suppose we have two same marks over here, but row number will not distinct. I mean, distinguishing between them. They are putting it distinct in nature. So whatever column or data, whatever data is pushing earlier into the table, it should be detecting that one as rank 2 and the another one is rank 3. The same thing should be this like 440. Three people get 440, but we are not getting each of them with the same rank. So that is why rank function is there. Okay, let me put an alias. Student rank. So you can see in this way. So how many number of students are there in the database? So it will be showing the entire number of ranking system, but that same marks, it should be same rank actually, which is not feasible over here. Rather, it can distinct the thing in such a way that which record has been entered at, earlier. I think I have pushed that kind of record earlier than that of that particular record. So that's why it has put the rank 2 over here, not this one. So for to remove this kind of things, there's a change in rank function, so we can use the rank function over here. Okay, so this is the only difference between row number and rank. So if we are doing on top of any column, the row number function, row number will not detect the two particular, the same thing, it will not be distinguished between them. Rather, it will put different rank between them. But rank function, let me run the rank function over here. So you can see that Rajesh Sanyal and Rani Kumari, both of them has received 470 and we are having the same rank. Okay. Then as we have, okay, now it's time to check the difference between rank and dense rank. So we can see both of them has received two ranks. So we have two people occupied in second rank. Okay. So the next rank, if we are using rank function, the next rank, they will not consider three rank again, third rank again. So the next rank should be started from 4. Okay. So 4, 5. Then again 440 marks has been occupied by 3%. 6. So the next rank they will not determine 7 or 8. It will be determining from 9 itself. Okay. And let me then quickly show you what is dense rank. Exact difference should be there. Dense rank will not calculate this kind of stuffs. After 2, 2, it should be starting with 3. Okay, so this is the only difference of dense rank. 1, 2, 2. So in rank, we are using 4 over here as we have occupied double second rank over here. But dense rank, it is not. It's a natural way. So what we have kept left for 2, it should be starting for 3 again. Okay. Is it understandable? Some conceptual thing is there, but interviewer asks those questions. What is the difference between rank and dense rank? So we have a scenario. What kind of rank we should use? So this kind of question they may ask. Okay. Okay. A question from my side quickly. Suppose we are doing a ranking system in a school. Okay. Maybe a CBSE top. Result 10 result or ICSE result, class 10 result. What rank we should use over here? So row number we should not use actually. We can see multiple persons has been received same number. So what kind of rank we should be using? Rank or dense rank? Anyone? Anyone over here? Bharadwaj, can you help me with answering the question, please? So in the CBSE board, what should be the ranking system?
Hi, can you repeat the question again?
Okay, so here we are understanding the rank and dense rank. Okay, how to use the
Okay.
rank function and dense rank function. So suppose we are doing the ranking on top of the maybe ICSE student after 10th, we are putting them rank. Okay, so what kind of ranking function we should use over here and why?
Uh,
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know exactly, but I'm learning right now.
Yeah, sure, sure. Just try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone wants to have a try over here? No one? Okay, fine. So just like quick difference, what rank is doing, dense rank is doing in this way, and rank is doing in this way. So one, two, two, then we are missing third rank. So this kind of ranking we can see maybe in Olympics. In Olympics medal position, maybe someone has occupied first rank or second rank. Two silver medals should be provided, but no bronze medal would be provided because if the particular game is having three positions over there, if they have someone has occupied two, so joint rank holder for rank one, it's fine, double gold medal, but one silver medal should be missed there. So double silver, double gold, and one bronze. So this kind of stuff we can see in Olympic results. This rank function. Okay. And this dense rank we can use in our CBSE board result because over there we can see double person, I mean 3-4% they can hold the position of rank 2, but there is also rank 3 member as well. So there are 4-5 persons are also holding rank 3 of position. So this kind of stuff you can see in our school results. Okay. Okay. So we can see in dense rank 2 is there. Second, I mean 2 persons has been holding second rank. And Anita Shuri, she is holding third rank. So it's not like rank. So as two people is already holding this position, we're not, omitting the third rank over here. So this is the main difference for rank. Now the question is, we can see, say this thing as a window function as well. The row number, rank, and dense rank. Why? Because on top of that particular database, we can do this kind of ranking, splitting this thing in windows as well. So how to split this thing in windows? Actually, if you can see the ranking function over here, we can see irrespective of standard, we have put the rank, but this should not be the ideal scenario. Class 4 should be having one particular rank, class 5 should be having one particular rank, class 3 should be having one particular rank. So that's why it's called the Windows function as well. On top of splitted window, it should be working. So how to do that thing? There's a clause called partition by. Partition by on which column I'll be partitioning the particular thing? On standard. Okay. So now we can see 1, 2, 3. This 3 rank has been provided for standard 3. But again for standard 4, we can see another ranking system had been introduced over here 1, 2, 3, 4. Again for standard 5, we are introducing 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So we're splitting the database on top of standard first, and we are doing this ranking function. Okay, so this is a very important clause. If we are learning big data or anything where we need to segregate the data, or even the partition means partitioning the entire data set into on top of some columns. Maybe on top of multiple columns as well, we can partition the thing. Okay, based on the columns or based on which particular standard we are partitioning or splitting the database, that is very much important. Okay. So, what I just covered over here, rank over, I'm using this clause to split the thing in windows, and on top of that, we can put the ranking function. The same thing can be done in the rank as well, even row number as well. That's why they are called windows function because we are splitting into windows. Okay, the same thing should be there, but it should be taking rank property because just like this way, it will not, it can, I mean, split the thing. It can, I mean, omit the particular rank if the previous rank has been occupied by multiple person. Okay. So this is understandable. A question to everyone. If not, please tell me. Okay. Hopefully that has been understandable for everyone. Please do ask me questions. Okay. If you are not able to understand, because that can be very much useful if you are just going ahead with a interview session or anything. Okay. The next topic is, okay, we have almost covered the DQL. So till now, what we have covered DDL. DDL means creating a table or altering a table, this kind of stuff. DML, we can manipulate the data inside the table. DQL is a select statement. Now, these two topics is those are left. Those are not very much important actually. You can that can be easily covered in today's session with a few options and all. So first of all, let me come with TCL. This one. Then we can quickly cover DCL. Actually, DCL, it's not from the data engineering perspective. The DBA should have to maintain this kind of stuff, DCL. I'll be coming to this with a separate slide. Let me quickly cover TCL. What is TCL? So it's called transaction control language. So in the particular database over here, we are doing this kind of transaction. Transaction means the query or the data manipulation what we are doing. We are not updating in this way. We are not updating the table. That thing I have also mentioned yesterday. I mean, the last session over there. So we are not updating any records. We just doing some visualization, a new calculation over there, but I'm not storing the data in any such tables. Okay. If we are doing any kind of operation on top of tables, then that is called transaction, especially DML or DDL. Okay. DDL and DMLs. In DDL, we can update the structural level of the table, and in the DML, we can manipulate the data itself. I mean, the data is being stored in some database or some table, so that can be manipulated by DML. Okay, that is why it's called data manipulation language. So, while why the TCL is helpful? So those kind of keyword, commit, save point, rollback, those are helpful for transaction control. Why? What is the usefulness of this particular? Let me quickly show you. Commit. What are the steps? Save point, roll back. I'll be coming one by one. Roll back. It should be underscore. No, there is no underscore. Fine. Okay. So first of all, let me go ahead with DDL. Or let me do some DML as well. I'm updating this null value. Okay, with some marks. So how to do that? I need to use update statement as I'm using DML. Update table set marks equal, suppose 410, where first name equal Namrata. Okay. Okay. That has been updated. Let me select the table once more. Okay. We can see Namrata's data has been updated. Where is Namrata's data? Yeah. 410 as we have run this particular DML. Okay. But now check the scenario. We did not commit the data. We have some commit option over here. I did not commit it. I just write it over there. Let me close the window. I'm just logging up from the database itself. I'm relogging to the database. Okay. Let me run the same kind of query again. You can see the data we have updated by this thing, it's not been populated over here because that particular thing can be stored in the same instance. If I'm working at the same instance of this database logging, then it should be working. But if we just do not save the database, I mean save the particular data over there, then in the next instance, it should be lost. So we have to do some commit operation over here. How to do that? I'm just updating this thing again and I'm using commit. Commit keyword is there. COMMIT. Commit. Okay. That thing can be done. I can quickly execute this thing. So it should be committed. If I now just quickly discard the thing and logging it again, you can see now the data is fine. Okay. So the commit statement is very much useful for save any kind of DMLs. Okay, here is a button as well. We can quickly click on top of that button. It should be working as commit. Okay, so we can do this in either way. We can put commit keyword or we can quickly click on there. By internally, it will be running commit. So commit is just like it should be saving the DMLs. What we just perform the DML operation. Now the question is for DDL. For DDL languages are auto committed. If you are creating anything or altering anything, altering any table, it should be auto committed in nature. Okay, so that particular thing, we do not need to put commit statement. But the DML is not, it should be based on some default properties for the database itself or database tool itself, whether it's auto committed or not. But especially for the developer perspective, the same database is being used by lots of developers at a single point of instance. They are doing some operation, they are doing some changes over there, but whatever changes they are thinking, it should be pushed to production environment, or you are doing some production deployment, then that should be committed. Okay, if they commit, then that particular changes should be visible for everyone, for every person over there, every developers as well. So that's why whatever we are committing, we just have to think about it, whether we are fine with this commit or not. If we are fine, then we can quickly commit it. Okay. Now there is another two option, save point and rollback. It is also some transaction related stuffs. I'll be quickly coming to this. So I'm quickly coming to this point over here as well. Let me just update the marks from 410 to 450 for Namrata. Okay. Let me quickly do that. You can see Namrata Sharma's marks is 450. I'm not doing committing anymore. I'm discarding this thing. I'm doing some save point. I'm saving this database into that point. Okay. So if we have big transaction with some interval, we can do, or we can save this instance with some save point. Just like I'm putting a save point S1. Okay. So I'm updating someone's value again. Let me see what are the other values. Let me update Rani's value to 460. Okay. So 10 marks has been deducted after a scrutiny over there. Okay, it has been updated. Let me update to save point S2. Okay. Uh, Let me execute this thing as well. Now let me check the student. So you can see Rani's, whatever we have updated, Rani's number has been updated to 460 and Namrata's to 450. Let me quickly check it. Rani, where is Rani? Yeah, 460 and Namrata 450. Okay. But there are two separate transactions over there. Each of the transaction we are putting a save point there. Now we can use the rollback function or rollback operator over here. So it should be controlling the transaction. Rollback keyword should be there. Two keywords should be there. I'm roll backing it to AS1. That means some wrong thing has been happened while doing that particular transaction. So we are discarding this transaction from our DML sequence. We are rolling it back to S1. S1 is a save point. So we rollback is a keyword that can be useful for a time travel. We can go to that particular save point quickly by this keyword. Okay. So I'm just going to roll back to S1. That means Rani's marks will not be updated to 460. Only this transaction will be saved till now. Let me quickly show you. Okay. So we can see Rani's marks has been, it was deducted earlier to 460, but it was a wrong thing. That's why we have rolled back that particular stuffs. But Namrata's marks has been updated 450 because we have done the rollback. Save point S1 after Namrata's marks updatation. Okay. So this way we can control the transaction. That is why it's TCL, transaction control language. Especially save point and rollback. Actually, we do not use that thing at our side. Mainly for big transaction. This kind of stuffs may be used. And commit is a most, it's a very important stuffs that can be used by the developers as well. And whenever the commit is required, need to commit it properly so that particular stacks, whatever we have done, that should be kept it over there in the database tables. Okay. Any doubt from anyone till now while understanding the TCL? Okay, hopefully no. Going at the next topic. It's the last topic, DCL, and hopefully this is the last language over here. We are left with that DCL. So it's called data control language. So actually that should be provided not by, that is not a big deal from the data engineer perspective. Rather, DBA can control that kind of stuff. So DB is the database administrator who can control database usage. Okay. So this is the database administration. They are controlling the administration. Suppose actually in a database, we have a database, and in the industry, lots of people needs to access the database in various way. So someone only needs the read access. They do not have the permission of DDL and DML. So the they send the request to the DBA team that we need this kind of request, and DBA can process the request. Maybe they can grant some privileges, maybe some schema level privileges, maybe only some table level privileges, maybe only some database level privileges. And when his or her access is completed, nothing is required from their side for the security purpose, DBA can revoke their access as well. So those kind of grant and revoke kind of keyword they are using at their side while doing that kind of stuffs. Okay. So I'm not covering the DCL in much more, deeper way because it's not in our touch for the data engineer perspective. It's for DBA, database administrator. They can control the usage of that particular database. They can control the particular access of the users. There are data scientists, there are data engineers, data analytics team as well, some visualization team, how much they require from the database and what are the tables or what are the schemas they actually require. Based on that, the DBAs can grant or revoke their accesses. Okay, grant or revoke their privileges. So that's all for DCL. They need to know the particular keywords to grant and revoke. But from our perspective, just I'm going this thing with a high level so that you have some understanding on top of that. Okay. So we have almost covered for all the SQL stuffs. The language perspective. So I'll be giving some quick exercises, maybe in WhatsApp group. So I'll be just expecting you to quickly start this kind of stuffs at your way, whatever you can do. If not, then we can quickly check these things in tomorrow's session, how to do that stuffs. But those exercises may be quick. I mean, those are helpful. And based on those 3-4 days class in SQL, on top of that SQL only, we can quickly covering up these classes. Okay, the classes should be covering. I'll be providing the stuffs in Microsoft Word document, what to do and what not to do. So you can just quickly read up the thing. And the database is been provided in this way in Excel format. Okay. So I'll be pushing some more thing over here and we can provide the same thing to you. And the instruction should be provided in Microsoft Word. So just read out and try to cover up. You can create the table at your own with those data, whatever I have provided over here. So just go ahead and let's connect in tomorrow's session if there is any doubt. Okay. But I'll be requesting you to try this thing for your help as well. You have quite, your knowledge will be brushed up again. Whatever we have learned in these 4 or 5 days for the SQL stuffs, um, that should be quickly reviewed as well. Okay. So let's connect tomorrow again with few steps are left for other database objects, just like we just covered table only. There are some other topic that is called store procedures, indexes. So those kind of stuffs we can quickly cover. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we can quickly cover up those lessons or those exercises. Okay. Okay, then that's all for today's session. Let's connect tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Have a great day.